So good afternoon everyone. I'm Kavita Rajan and I'm a senior technical writer at Gigamon. So today I'd like to show you a solution where I've built an agent to simplify the documentation authoring process. So let me start with the problem first. So today, like a lot of effort basically happens after the analysis is complete. So once we analyze the feature and like our analysis part is complete, we might have all the information we need, like the Jira description, the functional spec, and all the supporting files. But then the author still has to go through all the information, understand it, process, and decide what belongs in the documentation. Then followed by that, you need to structure the topic, then manually write and format the content. So this challenge, like it isn't necessarily finding the information, but turning that information into a high quality publishable document. So in this process, like this process is probably repeated for every other Jira issue or a new feature that comes up. So that is where I saw an opportunity to automate the authoring step. So the idea was simple. So instead of asking the author like to start from a blank page where they have to start basically everything from scratch, why not start with something that we already have, like a first draft? So this is what I built. Moving on to the next slide. Yeah. So this is what I built using the Claude code. I created a topic builder agent that takes Jira issue as the starting point. It orchestrates the entire documentation workflow. So the first piece is like a custom topic builder command. So when the command is invoked, like the triggered, it will ask for a Jira ID, and then Claude uses the Atlassian MCP connection. So I've used the MCP server here, Atlassian, to retrieve the Jira information directly. But here we like it doesn't stops at the Jira description. The agent also looks at the functional spec and all the supporting files, the description that is attached to the Jira. So it has the complete context before it starts processing. It starts the authoring. So once the information is collected, the topic builder agent analyzes that the content and the applies like the documentation skills that we have defined, including the Microsoft style guide and the authoring guidance, everything is in place. So this agent isn't just simplifying the Jira description or the information in it. It is rather taking the source information, understanding what needs to be documented, structuring the content appropriately, and then producing a documentation draft. So basically, the end result is a ready to publish draft in a Word format, which the author can review it first and then refine. So rather than creating it entirely from scratch. So let me move towards the demo here. So here we start by triggering the topic builder command. It asks for the Jira ID. I have pasted the Jira link here, and now it's processing. So here the Atlassian MCP connection allows the agent to retrieve all the Jira information directly rather than us copying and pasting the content here. So this agent then brings together the Jira description, the functional spec, and the supporting files. So this is important because the documentation needs the complete context, not just the Jira summary. So now here when the agent now once it generates the topic, it applies all the documentation guidelines, the MSTP style to structure the content. And okay, so it also identifies the relevant information, and once it is done, it will give us a final result. So let's just wait for few seconds until it processes. So here it is creating a ready to publish MSTP aligned documentation topic. So basically, instead of spending a significant time taking the analysis, manually turning the entire information, structuring and all, now the author has a ready to publish topic here. So once it is done, we get this extracted to the Word. So let's give it some time. So one more skill that it has is it will identify the gaps and the pending information or tasks, and it also mentions the same in the draft. So let's just give it a few seconds more. So here, since I'd already created one existing topic with the same name, it is just asking me to save in a different one. And here we have the output. Let me just show you the output in a clearer format. So here is the output that I received. So these are the missing information list that it gives, and also the items that the SME needs to review. So just to summarize, like we are automating the entire journey from an existing Jira requirement to a structured aligned documentation draft. So Jira being the starting point, the MCP brings in the source information, Claude analyzes the complete context, our documentation skills guide the authoring, and the result is a ready to publish draft. So basically here it's like Jira to documentation with author in the loop rather than starting from a blank page. So this was my problem statement and the solution to it. So thank you. And I would like to thank Punit for organizing this session. It was very helpful, and thank you so much, Aman, for the wider perspective that you gave when it comes to AI in the tech writing field. So right now we have so many ideas in our heads that we are going to work on and carry forward from here. Thank you. Thank you so much.